How's it, everyone? So this week's episode on the Kupeta series is all about the basics of training. I want to discuss the different phases of training, some cool workouts in each phase that you guys can maybe try out and see if you like it. I also have a very cool guest that's going to discuss how his coaching works and also how a coach can actually benefit your riding. So that's coming out later in the week, and just keep an eye out for it. But before that actually comes out, I wanted to take you guys through just a basic, one of my basic weeks or normal weeks of training, and how I sort of manage everything that's going on in my life. So as you guys know, I work for Devil Speak full-time in the marketing department. I'm a wannabe professional cyclist. I coach part-time, and I also have the Kupeta series. Other than that, I'm also father and husband to Michaela and Eli Cooper. So I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff on my plate and a lot of stuff to manage, but it also pushed me to sort of plan better when it comes to training, and also try and get the most out of small amounts of time. So it really pushed me to do quality training, and what I try and what works for me, I then give my athletes, the guys I coach, to try, and I also get their feedback. So with all of that on my plate, especially with Eli arriving in the beginning of May, and there being no races, I took the whole month of April to do proper base miles, as I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time now. So I did about just over 70 hours in the month of April, and it was all on farm and gravel roads, not on a tar road at all. So then coming in May, I took a week easy. Eli was born on the 4th. That week I ran a bit, maybe 1 or 2 easy cycles, and then did some gym work. Then I started a 3-week build phase. And usually I've got more time in build phases, where usually do about 12 hours, then a 14 or 15 hour, then about a 17 hour a week in the 3rd week. And obviously it goes 3 weeks on, 1 week off. Then, so this year I obviously didn't have time, so it was about, first build week consisted of about 9 hours. Then last week was a bit of a mess. It was about 10, 11 hours. And this week I'm going to try and push for about 12. So just on this week, which is my 3rd week of the build phase, and I'm also trying to keep it interesting and not just doing build workouts, whether it be torque efforts or the odd one-legged effort. I'm trying to keep it interesting and set some personal goals for myself. As we don't have races at the moment, I think it's super important that we chase the odd Strava segment, or we set a climbing challenge for a day, or a long distance ride now from the 1st of June. So it's very important to keep the motivation up, otherwise you just lose interest and your training is going to go down the drain. So this week, Monday was quite an easy day. Went for about a 5k run and then an easy gym session. And then on Tuesday I had planned to do 10 more 4-minute torque efforts with a short warm up and then a short warm down, because I obviously don't have a lot of time. So my rides currently consist of about an hour and a half. But then Eli decided to not really sleep a lot on Monday night, and at about 3 a.m. I looked like this. So that wasn't great. Didn't feel well, decided to not ride at all yesterday, and I just did a quick stretch. And I mean, I threw the ball for the dog a bit, but that was about it. Last night was a much better night. Got about 4 or 5 hours of proper sleep, which is a lot with a newborn. And then woke up this morning. Today I did 15 4-minute efforts, which consist of a block of 3. So you do, the first effort is torque, then standing, and then seated, and then obviously the block of 3 then repeats until I've got 15 4-minute efforts. Also a short warm up, short warm down. It's about a 2-hour ride in total. Tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to do 1-legged efforts, and 9 in total. Short warm up, about 10 minutes. Then the effort consists of 1 minute 30 left leg, 1 minute 30 right leg, and 30 seconds in between both legs, and then 2-minute rest between sets. On Friday I'll do an hour easy and a 5k run, and then on Saturday I'll do a 2-hour session, which will consist of 15 minutes warm up, and then 6 10-minute sessions of motor pacing with 4 minutes rest in between. And the motor pacing will be done behind my dad on his motorbike, which is really, really cool. And we did it this weekend. I mean, there's a photo here, you can have a look. So that was really, really cool. We did that on Saturday as well. super hard, but I really miss that feeling of like going hard and trying to stick on the wheel, which I really believe in motor pacing, and I mean I'll go into that in more detail at a later stage in the series. So that's Saturday, and then on Sunday I'll do 2 hours easy with about a 30-second sprint every 7.5 minutes, and I'll maybe try and go for a segment somewhere in that general area on my like a fast bike. Yeah, so that's pretty much my week at the moment. All my rides it's no more than about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Easy days hour, and then I also try and get about 2 runs in a week, and a stretch session here or there when I've got a gap, and also about 1 or 2 short gym sessions of about 40 minutes. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, or if you want to actually see more about how my weeks go by also balancing everything that's going on at the moment and how I try and get the training in, just let me know. But yeah, very cool, and keep an eye out for that next episode that's going to drop later in the week. It's going to be a really cool one.